welcome back to the Samantha Show. I'm your host, Samantha. You can call me Sam, just don't call me Sammy. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Yo, I cut it close with this podcast. I recorded it once. I was tired and the passion and the energy in my voice was not there. My thoughts were all over the place. And I was like, you know what? We got to redo that one. Samantha, you're going to have to redo that one. So this is take 2. And I typically don't push it this close to podcast release time. I like to stay ahead. I'm a type A person, like check these things off your list, get it done. But we push the limits on this, yo. But we got an episode out and I've been wanting to do this episode for a long time. I think that's why I want to make sure that I do it right. Today, we're going to talk about time management. Man, I have been taking all the things on. Notorious for that, actually, doing all the things. I like to do all the things. I like to load my plate up about as full as I can possibly get it. And the only way to really get all of the things done is to be good at managing your time. And so I have got some skills and some tips and tricks that I have acquired throughout my lifetime to do all the things. And I just want to share them with you today. I think this is an area that I excel at. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but beep, beep. And so the best thing I can do is just kind of share with you how I find time to balance and do the things that I love, do the things that I have to do the things that feel like the right thing to do, just get it all in. Being a mom, having a full-time career, having lots of cool hobbies and things. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But first things first, it's the 3 things you need to know. The first thing you need to know, I dare you to challenge me on this. Peanut butter is the best food out there. It's top tier, okay? Peanut butter, oh my God. I actually want peanut butter just thinking about it. And I am looking for other peanut butter lovers. So if you agree with me that peanut butter is the best of the best, I need to hear from you. Send me a DM, tag me in a story, let me know. And then I want to also know how you would like to enjoy your peanut butter, okay? Because you may be onto something maybe I haven't heard of yet. I like peanut butter toast. Oh my gosh, we went to Trader Joe's over the weekend and I got these. They're basically like Oreos, but it's not an Oreo brand, right? So we can't call them Oreos, but it was an Oreo and the cream inside was peanut butter. And then it was coated on the outside in like a peanut butter candy, like a kind of a soft shell outside, and then had like chocolate drizzle. Oh my gosh. I died and went to heaven. Peanut butter is my favorite. I could dip apples in peanut butter. You could dip carrots in peanut butter. You can put peanut butter in celery. I don't really like celery, but I'll eat it if there's peanut butter on it. I like to put peanut butter in my protein smoothies. I'll have a peanut butter smoothie. I always get peanut butter ice cream. And then if you add a little bit of chocolate in that, peanut butter needs to be the predominant taste, but you can definitely add a little chocolate. Like we've reached heaven, my friends. So if you're a PB lover, I need to hear from you. Please let me know so we can bond over this. Second thing you need to know, Little John released a meditation album and it's brilliant. Okay. Mr. Turned Down for What? Turned down the volume and the energy. And he offers I think it's like a 10-track meditation album that's out on Spotify that you can listen to. And it's not a joke. I know when I first listened to it, I was like, is he joking? And I started listening more. I was like, he's not joking. And it's this beautiful thing because here's Little John. I can think of no other artist who has more energy, right? And he is encouraging, supporting, and sharing his passion and his love for meditation and the importance of it. And meditating and taking quiet moments throughout your day is so important. So you've got to check it out. Just go to Spotify. I'm sure it's on Apple Music as well if that's where you do your music game. Little John, meditation. He's got some for relieving anxiety, some for calming down, some for building up your relationships. It's brilliant. It's so smart. I love that an artist like that can shine light on the power of meditation. And he explains, and you'll have to just go listen, that he meditates before his shows. He meditates when he gets home after shows to calm down. He said he still likes to go out and party. There's no, it's not that we've stopped doing that, right? Get a little fun, have a little fun, but meditation is really important too. So I think it's a beautiful thing. So you should really check it out. The third thing you need to know is star charts are still in, and star charts are a cool thing. And I think they're a great tool to bring into your family, or if you're working on goals, or to kind of get a big picture look at your consistency with things or whatever you want to achieve. So I recently bought some big paper cardboard so that my family, we can each make our own star chart, and we all get to pick what we want to put on the star chart. And so it could be things like for me and Joe, like more adult type things, like I met my water goal for the day for how much water I want to drink, or like I know for me, maybe I'm trying to cut out peanut butter. Maybe I just trying to enjoy peanut butter only 3 days a week, or whatever you want to put on the star chart. And then for Gracie, we are using it for days like these are the days that she read, or the days that she chose not to play on the iPad for the whole day, like different things. And I kind of forgot about star charts. Somebody recommended it to me, and I think it can be such a great visual tool, especially like when the whole family gets in on it. It's not just like for the kid. Like mom and dad can have fun with the star chart too, and put their own goals and their own things that they want to achieve on them. So maybe we bring star charts back. Maybe you bring a star chart into your family and you guys have fun making them together. I don't know, just a little fun family tent. Come back for more parenting hacks. I don't know. I feel like I am not the parenting hack person, but I am a time management person. So I want to talk about time management. You got to make a list. The only way you're going to know and make sure you get all your things done is to write it down, put it down, whether you put it on your phone, whether you write it. I like to have it on paper. Like I like to see it on paper. Writing it out, handwriting it out is important for me. But regardless if it's on your phone or on a piece of paper, write out what it is you got to do. I personally like to do it the day before. So literally before I recorded this podcast, not even putting all the connections together that I was going to be doing a podcast on time management, I literally wrote out my week, the things that I have to do. And the way I have it, I have like a full piece of paper that has the days of the week on it. And I put all the things out that I have to do on that list. And then I know things will get added, right? Because things come up all the time. But the visual is there. What do I got to get done this week? Make a list. Staying organized is huge with time management. If you lose sight and focus on what you have coming up, what's going on, that's when panic happens. That's when we forget to do things. That's when we're scrambling last second. But when we can plan visually, when we can see, we're better set up for success to check things off the list. And that's my second tip here is check them off. Erase them from your phone or take a pen, scribble it off. It feels really good to like mark things off the list. I don't know. Psychologically, I can't explain it, but it does, especially when you get to the end of that to-do list or all the things you want to accomplish and do, and you've got it all scribbled out. It's like a beautiful thing. And sometimes too, when I get to the end of the day, if there's like items left that maybe didn't get done, because it happens, totally happens. We're going to talk about that here in just a bit. I can move it to the next day. But again, that visual, staying organized, making a list and checking it off, it feels so good. If you're a list maker and you check things off, you know what that feeling feels like. You have to prioritize. All right. When we look at our list, the things that we have to do, prioritize. What is the most important? And this is kind of my mindset when I prioritize. What is most important? Like what has to get done tomorrow? Like absolutely. And I also prioritize based on how much brain power and focus it's going to require. And for me, those items go to the top of the list. So that means that if a lot of the work that I do, I have to be sharp for work. I'm watching auditions, I'm watching videos. So for me, I am most efficient if I am working first thing in the morning because my brain is sharp. I haven't burned myself out already for the day. So those most important things that have to get done and the things that are going to require your most attention should probably be towards the top of your list to get done. The other thing that you want to think about is procrastination and not procrastinating. Very specifically, don't procrastinate the little mundane things that you have to do. If you have to call and make that dentist appointment, get it done. If someone needs you to send them an email with some information quickly, send that email. Like the little things, the energy suckers, I like to call them, get it done, get it out of the way. You got to run to the bank and get a check deposit or something. Like, go do that. Handle all the little things so that you have more space throughout your week and throughout the day to go ahead and focus on what you need to focus on, these top priorities, and not have to worry about these little time taker upper tasks that we tend to procrastinate on, and then they stack up, and then you're trying to focus on what you want to get done, but you have the stress of knowing you have all these other things you have to get taken care of that are just kind of there. Like, get it done. I think about that a lot too. Like, when my daughter comes home from school and she's got some paperwork that needs to be filled out, a field trip form that needs signed, like going through all that. It's like, let's sign it. Let's get it done. Let's get in the book bag. Let's move on. So we're not worrying about that anymore. Then it doesn't even have to go on the list. Like, it's just checked off. You know what I mean? So get rid of those little tiny energy sucker tasks. Do them as soon as you can. So then you just don't even have to worry about them anymore, right? We can get back to the other things that we want to spend our time on. Multitask. Multitask is such a gift. This is where I think efficiency in your time is really huge. When you look at the things that you have to do, are there two things you can do at once? We are designed to do two things at once, especially if it doesn't maybe take like a ton of brain power. So for me, it's like, let's say I got to call the insurance company. I got to fight with them. That's pretty normal, right? Because I have type 1 diabetes. So I spend a lot of time on the phone with the insurance company. I got to call the insurance company today. Also really need to get that laundry folded. I can do both of those at the exact same time. I can sit there with my phone on speaker and I can fold my laundry. I also think about too, like, for Cycle Bar, I got to listen to a lot of music. I have to playlist. I have to plan class. I'm in a place now I've been teaching long enough that I can listen to my music and plan class in my head while I'm putting dishes away. Another example, my daughter does dance. I was studying for the NASM Certified Personal Trainer exam not too long ago. Took that, passed. Thank you very much. But I would take her to dance and I would bring my study material. She's there for an hour and a half. I could sit there. I can study. I'm still being a mom. I'm taking her to dance. 2 birds, 1 stone. How can you multitask? Look for those opportunities to kind of get 2 things done at once, especially if one of them doesn't require a lot of brain power, like folding laundry, putting dishes away, sitting at dance class, all those things. Are there other things that you could be working on to really make the most of your time? Multitasking is crucial. Stop wasting time and eliminate distractions in your day. Oh, do you know where this is going? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, social media, your phone. We can get sucked into video land on our phone and lose a solid hour without even realizing it. Just accidentally happens. And then we're like, oh my gosh, I don't have any time or anything. Well, you like checked out mentally for a full hour and got lost on TikTok. Sometimes we like to get online and it can be kind of a mental break, which I think is great. And I think that we can use our phone and social media in that way, as long as we can get out of that break and get back to business. Okay. That's the most important thing with social media, I think, is making sure you don't get sucked in that hole where all of a sudden you're just wasting so much time scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I'm very active on social media. I post a ton. You know that if you're connected with me, you follow. I love sharing and creating and posting content. I don't scroll very much. I don't have time to scroll. I miss a lot of what's going on because I actually don't scroll very much. I actually am very behind on the trends, what's trending, the videos that are hot on TikTok. I rely on my friend Melissa Miller and actually my husband Joe to let me know what's trending on TikTok and online, because I'm that disconnected because I never scroll. I don't have time to scroll on social media. And if at the end of the night before I go to bed, I read, because that's how I disconnect. That's a different conversation, right? But I also too, I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't have time to watch TV shows. I don't have time to follow a full series. I used to watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. They were asking for like 2 hours from me, like Monday and Tuesday nights. Who has time? Who has 4 hours a week to give to The Bachelor? Not me. Okay. I got other things I'm trying to do. Now, look, if that's your jam, if you love that, then that's great. It becomes a priority on your list, but then understand that there may be other things that don't make the list, right? There's only so many hours in the day, and that's when prioritizing comes back to it. But I think sometimes we allow ourselves to get sucked into the distractions when maybe there are hobbies or there's a business we want to start and all this stuff. Well, are you watching The Bachelor for 4 hours every single week? I don't know. Maybe we can make some changes, get things done, whatever you want to do. We always got choices, right? You get to choose. Don't procrastinate. I kind of said this earlier, but don't put things off. Sometimes it involves yourself just like forcing yourself to do it. Like just do it. Like just fold your laundry. Like just get it done. Just get it done. Then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Like just do your work. Just dive into work for the day. Get the work done. Like don't procrastinate. Don't put things off. Check it off. I am constantly going. I don't sleep on anything. Like I am let's go. All right, let's get it done. All in that same sense. Now I'm going to tell you to breathe. Take a deep breath. Everything is fine. You're going to get it all done. It'll happen. It'll happen one way or another. And if it doesn't, it's okay. Oh, that's a big piece of this as well, is giving yourself permission to not get it all done. I also have been working really hard to change my mindset with things. And instead of looking at my week and being like, I don't know how I'm going to do all this, I'll have a moment where I might be like, okay, that's a lot, Samantha. You really filled your plate up this week. And then I'll kind of come back with myself and be like, but it'll happen. It'll get it done because, girl, you always get it done. And so whether or not I know how or how I'm going to find the time or whatever, I do reassure myself that it'll get done. And I'll just say, you always manage to make it happen, girl. You'll get it done again. And it just, the pieces fall into place, the timing, it ends up working out. So reassure yourself through positive thoughts that you can make it happen. You can get it done. You're going to find ways that doors will open. When we start to stress about not having enough time, that's when we panic. And that's where the to-do list that looks so long feels so daunting and overwhelming. But when we just pause and we take a breath, we listen to the Little John meditation moment, we breathe, you go back into your list and you just start hustling. You start moving through it. You start checking items off your list and you get it done. And finally, some things just won't make the cut. There will be moments and times in your day or your week where you're going to say, this is just not going to get done because time is not endless, as much as I wish it was. I also wish I didn't have to sleep. I could do a lot more if I didn't have to sleep, but I do need to sleep and I love sleep. I function quite well when I get good sleep and not well when I don't get good sleep. But sometimes things have to get cut and that's okay. I was supposed to do an interview with somebody this week and our schedules were kind of conflicting and I was just point blank. I was like, you know what? I'm really sorry because I had reached out to this person and I was like, I hate to be the person that asked you to do this, but I'm about to also be the person that the timing's just not going to work this week. And, let's revisit this down the road. And there were going to be moments like that where you just have this realization, like this is not going to get done this week and be okay with that. And know that there may be things you have to take off. I try not to, I like to get my nails done, get my hair done. But, there have been times where I'm like, girl, you can't get your nails done this week. That's a low item on the totem pole. Priority is low. You got to do work. You got to spend time with your family. Working out is a very high on my priority timing list. You want to do that. You want to get your podcast done. You're not going to get your nails done, girl. But, there are going to be other things, maybe things that are harder to cut, maybe like a lunch with a friend and things. And we hope that we don't have to cut things like that. And I would encourage you to place social wellness, mental, physical health all high up on your priority list because that's the only way we have the energy to keep going is when we're happy, when we're feeling good. But there will be some things that don't make the cut or some things that got to get bumped, right? Just bumped to the next day or the next week. So hopefully some of these tips help you make a list, stay organized, prioritize. think about the things you need to do when you're the most sharp and at what time during the day you are the sharpest mentally. Do those things then. Multitask, stop wasting time, eliminate distractions, don't procrastinate, breathe. And if you got to cut something, cut something. Hopefully this helps you do all the things. You have a great day. Fill it up, load up the plate, go after all your goals, your dreams, your work, your passion, your fitness, your hobbies, and have a really wonderful day because you deserve it.